Alright, this is my complete and honest review of the brand new Zombies map, Paradox Junction in Black Ops 7, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, because after spending time with this map, I'm honestly just disappointed. Let's start with the biggest problem. The main area of the map is way too small to properly train zombies. You try to run trains out there and you're constantly running into walls, objects, and tight corners. Going into the buildings? Forget it. That will get you killed almost immediately. The backyard areas aren't any better either. They're so cramped that you get backed into a corner and suddenly you've got 20 zombies surrounding you with nowhere to go. So realistically, the only place on the entire map where you can survive higher rounds is the Pack-a-Punch area. And that's a huge problem because it means the map basically forces you to stay in one location just to have a chance. Good zombies maps give you multiple places to play. This map doesn't. Now let's talk about the map design itself, because honestly, it feels lazy. When you look outside the playable area, there's basically nothing there. It just feels empty. I understand they might be doing that for performance reasons, but if that's the case, they could have done something way more creative with it. For example, imagine if Nuketown was a floating island in the dark ether, drifting in space or something. That alone would have made the map feel way more interesting instead of just empty. Then we've got the enemy design. The shock mimics spawn way too often, and on top of that, they don't even count toward the Doomsteel Mastery Camo Challenge, which makes absolutely no sense. If you're going to throw special enemies at players constantly, they should at least count toward the Mastery Camo progression. That's something Treyarch seriously needs to fix. And then we have the Rad Dogs. These things are just annoying little nightmares. On higher rounds, they run straight at you, force you into tight spaces, and next thing you know, you're trapped in a corner while they chew your health down. They're not impossible to deal with, but they definitely push the map from challenging into just plain frustrating. Now we have to talk about the Pack-a-Punch camo, because honestly, I have no idea what Treyarch was thinking here. It's genuinely one of the worst Pack-a-Punch camos I've ever seen in zombies. It looks cheap, it looks unfinished, and it definitely doesn't have that iconic feel that Pack-a-Punch camos are supposed to have. I mean, seriously. Who approved that? Another issue I ran into is the rift you use to switch between versions of the map. For some reason, it actually has collision, so instead of being able to move through it normally, you can literally get stuck on it during gameplay. And if that happens while zombies are chasing you, well, good luck. That's something that absolutely needs to be patched. Now look, I'm gonna be honest here. It really feels like Treyarch has lost their touch since Cold War. The zombies maps they used to make had personality. They pulled you into the experience and made you excited to explore every corner of the map. But lately, every new map just feels messy, rushed, and uninspired. Honestly, Paradox Junction feels worse than Liberty Falls to me, and that's saying a lot. What I would have loved to see instead is something closer to Alpha Omega from Black Ops 4. That map took the Nuketown concept and actually expanded it with new areas and better flow. If Paradox Junction had done something like that, it could have been great. But right now, it just isn't. And the more I play it, the more it actually makes me want something completely different for zombies. At this point, I would honestly rather see Outbreak return, or maybe even a Legacy Zombies map pack with maps like Blood of the Dead, The Giant, Kino der Toten, and others brought back for modern gameplay. Because right now, round-based zombies just isn't hitting the same anymore. So with all that said, my final verdict on Paradox Junction is pretty simple. I'm giving it a 4 out of 10. The aesthetics are decent, especially the nuked version of the map, but the gameplay design, enemy balance, and overall map flow just don't hold up. Maybe things will improve with updates or new modes, but right now, this map just feels like a huge missed opportunity. Anyway, that's my honest review. Let me know what you guys think about Paradox Junction and Season 2 Reloaded down in the comments. I'll be reading them, replying, and dropping hearts on everyone's comment. Take care, everyone.